Hello, good morning, friends. I am B. Saina, lecturer in mathematics at Government Polytechnic Nirmal. Today, now we are going to continue the solution of first order differential equations using the second method, as we said earlier, that is the homogeneous differential equations type. In first, the in the topic of solution of first order differential equations, I said there are mainly 5 methods to solve first order differential equations. Among those, the first one is variable separable method. It is discussed in last class, and some of the examples also solved, which are displayed too in the slides, and some examples also I discussed orally with you, and I asked to do all the examples and exercise problems in your textbooks, which are very interesting and useful to develop your skills in solving the first order differential equation using that method. Today we are continuing the topic, but the same type of first order differential equations can be solved by using these homogeneous equations. So today our topic is first order differential equations, solving the first order differential equations using this homogeneous equations model. So first of all, you have to recall what is an homogeneous function. In first year, in second semester, at the differentiation part, already we defined a homogeneous function, and some of examples also given, and we used that homogeneous function concept in partial differentiation, where the Euler's theorem is used to prove some equations when some function is given. Euler's theorem, in the statement of Euler's theorem, we uses this homogeneous function concept. So once again we recall that the definition of homogeneous function is a function in x comma y f is said to be a homogeneous function in x and y of degree n if f of kx comma ky equal to k power n of f of xy for all values of k where n is a constant. Once again I will repeat, a function f of x comma y is said to be a homogeneous function in x and y of degree n if f of kx comma ky is equals to k power n of f of x comma y for all values of k where n is a constant. So here the concept is, if we are given a function in some two variables, say x and y, to check whether it is a homogeneous function or not, you have to substitute x with kx and y with ky in the given function. Then on simplification, if you get a structure of k power n or k power something into f of x comma y, that is k power n into the given function, then we say that function is a homogeneous function of some order. The order is the power of k. That's why we are saying here f of kx comma ky equal to k power n of f of x comma y for all values of k where n is a constant. So remember that to check whether a function in given variables is a homogeneous function or not, you have to substitute the variables as say x comma y with kx and ky, And on simplification, if you get k power something into original function, then we say that it is an homogeneous function of order, where order is the power of k. So that is the definition of homogeneous function. For example, here we are given f of x comma y equal to x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube. F of x comma y equal to x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube. So easily it can be checked and state that it should be a homogeneous function, because on right hand side substitute x as kx and y with ky, then kx whole square plus ky whole square by kx whole cube plus ky whole cube. Again separating the powers to the bases, it should be as k square x square plus k square y square by k cube x cube plus k cube y cube. And the common factor on numerator is k square of x square plus y square. Similarly, at denominator it is k cube of x cube plus y cube. K square by k cube is 1 by k. So the remaining thing is 1 by k into x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube, or 1 by k is nothing but k power minus 1. So it is k power minus 1 of x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube. So it is should be stated as f of kx comma ky equal to k power minus 1 of x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube, or f of kx comma ky equal to k power minus 1 into f of x comma y, which is the given function. So hence it is the form of f of kx comma ky equal to k power n into f of x comma y, where n is minus 1. So it is a homogeneous function of order or degree minus 1. As the in definition we said, a function f of x comma y is an homogeneous function in given variables if f of kx comma ky equal to k power n into f of x comma y. So hence it is an homogeneous function of degree minus 1. So like this, so many examples we can discuss. For example, f of x comma y equal to x square plus xy plus y square. F of x comma y equal to x square plus xy plus y square. So it is also homogeneous function, because if you substitute with x with kx and y with ky, then we get f of kx comma ky equal to k square x square xy plus k square y square. Taking k square common, as it is a common factor on all terms, so it is equals to k square of x square plus xy plus y square, or simply f of kx comma ky equal to k square of f of x comma y. Hence it is a homogeneous function of degree 2. Like this, so many examples we can discuss. And also one thing, it is easily observed, it can be easily observed in a shortest method or simple way whether it is an homogeneous function or not. You have to check the powers of all the variables in a term by summation should be equal. Then also it can be said homogeneous function. If the sum of the powers of all variables in each term is equal, then we say that it is an homogeneous function of that sum order. As for example, earlier we said that example, that is f of x comma y equal to x square plus xy plus y square. Here power of x is 2 in first term. In second term, x power is 1, y power is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. That is sum of the powers of these two variables is 2. And in third term, y square. So here there is also power 2. So 2, 2, 2. That is all the powers are equal in each term. So it is also homogeneous. Like that we also say it is an homogeneous function. So it is the definition of homogeneous function only. I think all of you got it. Okay. Now, but our topic is solution of differential equation, first order differential equation using this homogeneous function, or that's why we say that it is an homogeneous differential equation. So now we discuss what is an homogeneous differential equation. We till now we discussed about differential equation. So now what is it homogeneous? Sorry, till now we discussed about homogeneous function. Now we discuss about homogeneous differential equation. What is an homogeneous differential equation? Here we, in this slide, we are showing this definition. A differential equation y dash equal to f of x comma y is said to be homogeneous if f of lambda x comma lambda y equal to f of x comma y for any real number lambda. A differential equation y dash equal to f of x comma y is said to be homogeneous if f of lambda x comma lambda y equal to f of x comma y for any real number lambda. Or simply we can say, it is also in a simple way it can be defined as a differential equation y dash or dy by dx equal to f of x comma y is said to be homogeneous if f of x comma y is a homogeneous function. This simple thing. In the first order differential equation, generally it is of the form dy by dx equal to something, a function. So dy by dx equal to a function which is f of x comma y is said to be homogeneous differential equation if the function on right hand side f of x comma y is an homogeneous function. So it is simple, very simple. For example, dy by dx equal to x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube. dy by dx equal to x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube. So it is an homogeneous differential equation because we know that already in first example we discussed, this is x square plus y square by x cube plus y cube is a homogeneous function. So dy by dx equal to some homogeneous function, hence it is a differential equation of homogeneous type. So now how we can solve this homogeneous differential equation, that is important. Some examples are given for homogeneous differential equations in this slide, number 6. This is x plus 2y dx plus 2x plus y dy equal to 0. It can be simplified as dy by dx equal to something that should be a homogeneous function. So all these examples which are displaying in this slide are examples for homogeneous differential equations. Now the method of solving a homogeneous equation, this is so important. First, you know whether the given equation is a homogeneous differential equation or not. So after the conclusion you get it is an homogeneous differential equation, you have to proceed to solve that equation. So what is the procedure to solve this homogeneous differential equation? Now we are going to discuss. Say let a given equation is of the type dy by dx equal to f of x comma y by g of x comma y, where f of x comma y and g of x comma y are homogeneous functions of the same degree n in x and y, so that first of all you say here, understand this, dy by dx equal to f of x comma y by g of x comma y. So both are the functions should be homogeneous type. That's why after simplification, this both the rational function which we are having on right side, that is f of x comma y by g of x comma y, by simplification it can be simplified as f of x comma y equal to x power n into pi of y by x, and g of x comma y as x power n into pi to y by x. Simply reducing this equation f of x comma y, g of x comma y, where we are changed as x power n into something, and to both the g of also x power n into something. Then we get this simply, it is a function in y by x, function in a y by x. So in the numerator and denominator, if you take x power n as common, it should be changed as y by x, function into y by x. Or if you take y power n as common, it should be changed as x by y. It is also one of the point. So finally we get as dy by dx equal to f of y by x, that is dy by dx equal to a function in y by x terms, a function in y by x terms. Sometimes it is also changed as f of x by y, that is a function in x by y terms. So most of the cases should be of the type y by x. Therefore, so if it is changed as like this, the equation number 3, that is dy by dx equal to f of y by x, that is a function in y by x type of change is there. Now you have to put this y by x as v. Now we have to substitute this y by x with v, substitute y by x with v. So if you put y by x equal to v, then we will arrive at y equal to v into x. So after substitution y by x equal to v, it gives y equal to vx. Now differentiate this equation with respect to x. Then right side is dy by dx and left side is d by dx of v into x. dy by dx equal to d by dx of v into x. So to differentiate this v into x, you have to use the product rule of differentiation, that is u into v whole dash equals to u dash into v plus u into v dash. Then it gives d by dx of v or d by dx of x into v plus x into dv by dx. Now here d by dx of x is 1, so it gives as v plus x into dv by dx. So finally after differentiation this equation y equal to vx, we arrive at dy by dx equal to v plus x into dv by dx. But dy by dx is left side of the given homogeneous differential equation. So as directly you can substitute left side as v plus x into dy by dx, dv by dx equal to, already this right side is changed as f of y by x, so f of v. So after substitution y by x equal to v and simplification, and then after differentiating on both sides with respect to x, the given homogeneous differential equation should be converted as v plus x into dv by dx equal to f of v. Now take this v to the left side, then x into dv by dx equal to f of v minus v, and separating the variables. Now you observe here, again we are coming to the first method, that is variable separable method. So therefore, because we are having only two variables x and v, here now v is a dependent variable, x is independent variable. So x into dv by dx equal to f of v minus v. Therefore after simplification you get like that, that is take this f of v and v, both are the functions in v, so it should be separated or shifted to dv term, and dx term should be shifted with x. So after simplification or separation of these variables, we will write the above equation as dv by f of v minus v equal to dx by x, because here x left side x is multiplying, so after transferring this to right side it should be written as dx by x. Now the variables are separated, so then we have to go for integration on both sides. So on integration on both sides, the equation as integration of dv by f of v minus v equal to integration of dx by x plus c. So after this we have to follow the different types of or appropriate integration methods or integration formulas to integrate this left side right side functions or integrands. Then finally we will arrive at a equation in v and x, but we have to write the solution of given equation in x and y variables only, because we are given the equation in x and y variables. So that means after integration of this equation you have to resubstitute v with y by x. Then finally we get a solution for the given equation in x and y variable, which is the required one. Okay. Okay. Now some of the examples also we will discuss later. So once again I will repeat this method of solving homogeneous equation. So first you should be given a equation of the type dy by dx equal to f of x comma y by g of x comma y, or sometimes it should be simplified as this one, dy by dx equal to f of x comma y by g of x comma y. Sometimes it is mixed with dx and dy, so therefore you have to change it as dy by dx equal to f of x comma y g of x comma y, where both numerator and denominators of the functions of homogeneous type. Then this both numerator and denominator should be changed as a function in y by x variable. So that's why you have to take common x on both sides, x power something, x power maximum power, x maximum power on right side on numerator and also in denominator. Then simply it gets in the form of y by x. So finally we will arrive at a function of y by x on right side, that is dy by dx equal to a function in y by x terms. Or sometimes if the equation is written as dx by dy equal to something, dx by, here in this example, this particular one, we are written dy by dx equal to something, so dy by dx, y by x, so right side should be converted as a function in y by x. Sometimes it is not possible to write dy by dx equal to something, it is possible to dx by dy equal to something. So we are on left hand side we are having dx by dy, so therefore on right side also you have a function, you should have a function in terms of x by y. So I already told most of the cases should be of y by x. So if you are arrived at dy by dx equal to a function in y by x, then you have to substitute this y by x equal to v, which gives y equal to v into x. That means dy by dx equal to v plus x into dy by dx after differentiation on both sides with respect to x. Now dy by dx value we are having as v plus x dy by dx. So substitute this dy by dx value at given equation on left side. This gives v plus x into dy by dx equal to f of v, or x into dy by dx equal to f of v minus v, by transferring the term v to the left side, right side. Now it should be separated by variables. So dv by f of v minus v equal to dx by x, which is a first order differential equation in variable separable method. So after separating the variables, we have to integrate on both sides. So on integration both sides, dv by f of v minus v equal to dx by x plus c with integration. So by using appropriate or standard integration formulas or appropriate methods, we complete this integration. After completing the integration, we have an equation in x and v, but our solution should be in x and y variables, because we are given the equation in x and y variables only. So that's to get an equation in x and y, or to get the solution in x and y, we have to substitute this v with resubstitute v with y by x, and by simplification you get a standard solution to the differential equation given one. So this is a standard procedure or standard method to solve a first order differential equation which is homogeneous also. So now go for the examples. We should go for the examples which will give a perfection to us about this method. So take this example, dy by dx equal to 2x minus y by x by y, so x minus y. That is, solve the differential equation dy by dx equal to 2x minus y by x minus y. So obviously you may observe that or you may tell that 2x minus y by x minus y is a homogeneous function, because on numerator x power 1 y power 1, so it is a homogeneous function. Denominatorly x power 1 y power 1, so it is also homogeneous individually. So it generally right side is a homogeneous function, hence we say that given equation is a homogeneous equation in x and y variables. So you have to first change that equation. We are not written here that step, but dy by dx equal to, after taking x common on numerator, it should be shifted as x into 2 minus y by x by denominator x into 1 minus y by x into 2 minus y by x, and denominator x into 1 minus y by x. At both places, that is on numerator and denominator, x gets cancelled. Then it should be changed as dy by dx equal to 2 minus y by x by 1 minus y by x. So it is a function in y by x on right side. Therefore substitute this y by x with v, which gives y equal to vx, and differentiate the equation y equal to vx with respect to x, gives dy by dx equal to v plus x into dv by dx. This is a standard form. You remember, and I write that dy by dx equal to v plus x into dv by dx. Now substituting the value of dy by dx and given equation, we will arrive at v plus x into dv by dx equal to, that is I already told, that is 2 minus y by x. Y by x is a v, so 2 minus v by 1 minus v, or otherwise here we are arrived at y equal to vx. So after substituting y equal to vx also, it can be changed as like that, 2 minus v by 1 minus v. So v plus x into dv by dx equal to 2 minus v by 1 minus v. That gives, that is after separation, that is after transferring the term v to the right side, x into dv by dx equal to 2 minus v by 1 minus v minus v. That gives x into dv by dx equal to, now LCM, that is to simplify this, 2 minus v by 1 minus v minus v, we take LCM as 1 minus v, and 2 minus v minus v into 1 minus v. After simplification, it should be 2 minus v minus v plus v square, because v into 1 is v, minus v into minus v is plus v square. So x into dv by dx equal to 2 minus v minus v plus v square by 1 minus v. X into dv by dx equal to 2 minus v minus v is minus 2v plus v square by 1 minus v. Now you should observe that this is a equation in only x and v variables of first order type. So now it is possible to separate the variables. That is the first method. Yesterday we discussed, that is, so on separating the variables, we get, that is, you have to shift the v terms of functions to dv differential operator and dx with x. So therefore 1 minus v by v square minus 2v plus 2 of dv equal to dx by x. Here on left side put the dv as it is, and all this right side function is, it is completely having only v variables, so this can be shifted to left side. So numerator comes to denominator and denominator comes to numerator. That's why 1 minus v by 2 v square minus 2v plus 2 of dv equal to dx by x. Now you observe that variables are separated. V variables and x variables are separated with dv and dx only. Now after separating these variables like this, we should go to integration on both sides, taking integral on both sides. It is integration of 1 minus v by v square minus 2v plus 2 of dv equal to integration of dx by x plus c. Now it is the most important step. After this verse, you have to select the proper integration methods or proper formulas which will be useful in in completing this integration. On right side, on left side here, 1 minus v by v square minus 2v plus 2. So in integration you have a formula, or you have a standard formula, that is integration of f dash x by f of x dx equal to log f of x. Integration of f dash x by f of x dx equal to log f of x. That means if the differentiation, after differentiation of denominator, we directly get a numerator. That's why f dash x by f of x. F dash x is nothing but it is a derivative of f of x. So after differentiation the denominator, if we get numerator, then we directly write it as log f of x plus c. Here also numerator is 1 minus v, whereas denominator is v square minus 2v plus 2. So if we differentiate this denominator with respect to v, we get as v square is 2v minus differentiation of 2v is 2. So plus 2 is 0, that is constant. So the derivative of denominator is 2v minus 2. 2v minus 2. That's why we are saying that you have to multiply both sides with minus 2. Then what we arrive at? 2v minus 2. That is minus 2 into 1 is minus 2 on numerator, and minus 2 into minus v is plus 2v. And right side minus 2 of dx by x plus c. Now it is in the form of integration of f dash x by f of x dx, which is log f of x. So therefore log v square minus 2v plus 2 equal to minus 2. It is also on right side integration of 1 by x dx, that is log x. So minus 2 log x plus the constant is taken as log c, because both sides after integration we are getting the terms in log. So constant also take as log c to simplify, we using logarithm formulas. Otherwise it may be also c, no problem. So log v square minus 2v plus 2 equal to is minus 2 log x plus log c. On simplification the right hand side, minus 2 log x is m log a, which is log a power m. So that is log x power minus 2 plus log c. Again log x power minus 2 plus log c is log a plus log b, which is log a into b. So log x power minus 2 into c. Both sides log gets log should be removed. Then v square minus 2v plus 2 equal to x square into x power minus 2 into c, or v square minus 2v plus 2 equal to c by x square. Again v is y by x. So y by x whole square minus 2 into y by x plus 2 equal to c by x square. Y square minus 2xy plus 2x square equal to c. On cancel x square on both sides. Y square minus 2xy plus 2x square equal to c, which is the exact solution to the given homogeneous differential equation. So here the main thing is, in this whole solution process, the main thing is integration, because different questions or different homogeneous type of questions may have different integrations to do in this between steps. So first you have to thoroughly perfect the integration methods or integration problems, which will be useful here. So once again you have to recollect all the integration formulas and all the integration method, particular methods like this. Integration of f dash x by f of x dx is a particular method. So by observation you have to confirm that it is in the form of f dash x by f of x, that is if whether differentiation of denominator gives numerator, like that. So like that, so many methods, standard methods are there in integration. So all those methods and all those formulas should be remembered once again, and use here to solve this type of homogeneous differential equations. So this is the one of the examples using homogeneous differential equation method type. So once again I will explain this question. So first of all, you are given dy by dx equal to 2x minus y by x minus y. We have to solve this. Okay, we cannot mention, there is no chance to give like that, solve the homogeneous differential equation dy by dx equal to x minus y by x minus y. Only it will be, the question will be given in this only, in this type of only, dy by dx equal to 2x minus y by x minus y. So first of all, looking at this question, you will conclude that it is in first order differential equation. So to solve first order differential equation, we have 5 types of methods. Therefore, which method should be applied here? That is the first thing you have to observe. So the first method is variable separable method. So it should be used when the variables should be separated with both x and y. But here no chance to do like that. Therefore, other method, second method is homogeneous method. So you have to think about that homogeneous method, whether that method is applied here or not, or whether it is an homogeneous differential equation or not. So clearly on the right hand side we are having a homogeneous function 2x minus y by x minus y. So already it is given as dy by dx. So right side function also changed as a function in y by x variable. Therefore, after the method following the method earlier we discussed, that is substitution y by x equal to v or y equal to vx, which gives by differentiation dy by dx equal to v plus x dv by dx, and substituting this dy by dx value to equation 1, we arrive finally at v plus x into dv by dx equal to 2 minus v by 1 minus v. Here we are substituting two things. One thing is value of dy by dx and value of y by x. dy by dx value is v plus x into dv by dx, and y by x can be shifted to v. So finally it is v plus x into dv by dx equal to 2 minus v by 1 minus v. Therefore, by simplification, x into dv by dx equal to 2 minus v by 1 minus v minus v. Like this, after simplification 2-3 steps, you will arrive at x into dv by dx equal to 2 minus 2v plus v squared by 1 minus v. So therefore, here it is a first order equation which is possible to separate the variables. So separate the variables with x and y, then 1 minus v by v square minus 2v plus 2 dv equal to dx by x. Okay, up to this step, we are easy to solve, but after this step you have to select the proper integration methods to solve the equation. So here the integration is of the left side. The integrand is in the form of f dash x by f of x by simple changes. By making some simple changes, we can convert that into f dash x by f of x. That's why we are multiplying the equation with minus 2. Then it will be converted as f dash x by f of x. So it is log f of x. Therefore, on removing log on both sides, we will arrive at v square minus 2v plus 2 equal to c by x square. Therefore, here we are having two variables x and v, but the given equation is in x and y only. Therefore, we have to resubstitute v with y by x, as we selected as y by x equal to v. So by substitution, y by x whole square minus 2 into y by x plus 2 equal to c by x square. By simplification, it is y square minus 2xy plus 2x square equal to c, which is the solution of given equation. And go for another equation. This is the most important one. So many times asked in exam, semester exams. This is solve x square y dx equal to x cube plus y cube dy. So I already told, sometimes the equation cannot be given as dy by dx equal to some f of xy function. It should be of the type already I told, m dx plus n dy equal to 0, or something into dx plus something into dy equal to 0, or something into dx equal to something into dy. Then you have to convert that equation into dy by dx equal to something. So by conversion, this equation, given equation, to dy by dx, it should be changed as dy by dx equal to x square y by x cube plus y cube. Okay, that is shifting the terms left to right, right to left. To some changes may takes this equation to dy by dx equal to x square y by x cube plus y cube. obviously it is an homogeneous differential equation, because x square into y, it is in term of order 3, and a denominator x cube plus y cube, each term is of order 3, degree 3. Therefore it is in differential equation of homogeneous type in both x and y variables. Here also we are mentioning that since both numerator and denominator are homogeneous functions of same degree, that's why it is an homogeneous differential equation. Okay, so as we concluded, it is an homogeneous differential equation. What we have to substitute y by x as v, or y equal to vx, which gives by differentiating v plus x into dv by dx equal to f of v. So therefore v plus x into dv by dx equal to, by substituting this vx, x square into vx by x cube plus vx whole cube, which is vx whole cube by x cube plus 1 plus v cube. That is x square into vx is x square into x is x cube into v, and the denominator x cube plus v cube x cube. So x cube is a common factor, so x cube into 1 plus v cube. X cube will get cancelled. The remaining thing is v by 1 plus v cube. That is v plus x into dv by dx equal to v by 1 plus v cube, or x into dv by dx equal to v by 1 plus v cube minus v. Okay, so by simplification, it is x into dv by dx equal to v minus v into 1 is minus v into plus v cube is minus v power 4 by 1 plus v cube. This is minus v power 4 by 1 plus v cube. Separating the variables, minus 1 plus v cube by v power 4 dv equal to dx by x. Okay, again, as the variables are separated, now we should go to integration. That's why we are here 1 plus v cube is in a numerator and v power 4 is at denominator. That's why separate this division, or separate the denominator to numerator terms. Then we get minus 1 by v power 4 and minus v cube by v power 4 dv equal to dx by dx. This is v power 1 minus 1 by v power 4 is v power minus 4, and v cube by v power 4 is 1 by v equal to dv into dv equal to dx by x. Some we are missing here. Integrating, that is minus 1 by v power 4 is minus v power minus 4. That's why now take the integration on both sides. That is integration of v power minus 4 minus 1 by v dv equal to dx by x plus c. And here integration of v power minus 4 should be calculated by using integration of x power n formula. That is v power minus 4 plus 1 by minus 4 plus 1, and again integration of 1 by v dv is log v equal to integration of dx by x means 1 by x integration of 1 by x dx, that is log x plus c. So integration of these two sides, we are arriving at 1 by 3v cube minus log v equal to log x plus log c. Okay, here v power minus 4 plus 1 is v power minus 3, and minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. That's why here minus, already we are missing their minus, some minus before v power minus 4, so that minus and the denominator minus gets plus. Therefore it is already v power minus 4, v power minus 3 at numerator. So if it shifted to denominator, it is 1 by v cube. So 1 by 3v cube minus log v equal to log x log c. Here also we are taking constant as log c, because all those terms after integration are converted as log. Therefore it is also log c. Log v plus log x minus log c. Log v plus log x minus log c equal to 1 by 3v cube. That is log v into x by c. Log a plus log b is log a by b. That is log a plus log b is log a b, and minus log c, it should be denominator. That is log vx by c equal to 1 by 3v cube, or this replacing v by y by x, then we get log y by c. V equal to y by x, so y by x into x means x gets cancelled, so log y by c equal to x cube by 3 into, again v is y by x, so that's why we get it to x cube by 3y cube, because 1 by 3 into y by x whole cube, denominator of denominator is numerator, that is log y by c equal to x cube by 3y cube, or this log y by c is of base e, that's why y by c equal to, that is if it is the logarithmic form is shifted and converted to exponential form, then y by c equal to e power x cube by 3y cube. Again also if c is shifted to the right side, it multiplies the exponential, that is y equal to c into e power x cube by 3y cube, which is a function in y and x. So it is the exact required solution for the given differential equation. Okay, here also some difficulty is there while doing integration. That's why to solve the homogeneous differential equation, it is most important to practice the integrations of all types and all methods, which is you learned at lower classes. So doing integration by all types of functions, all types of formulas is most important to solve this type of homogeneous differential equations. So this is the solution of the given equation, which is the most important equation, important question. This is for the purpose of your semester and exams. That's why some same type of some questions also there in your book exercise or net examples. So please practice that, which will be enhance your skills of solving this homogeneous differential equations of first order. Okay, once again please go through the all these steps of each question and how to solve a homogeneous differential equation by substitution method, and after that was of conversion to variable separable method, and taking some or using some proper integration methods, proper or appropriate integration formulas, then you will be conclude the solution of given homogeneous differential equations. It is the most important thing. So this is the second method to solve first order differential equation, that is homogeneous differential equation method. The first one is variable separable method. The first one is variable separable method, and the second one is homogeneous differential equations. And another three more methods are also there. I already told you in last class. That is the next one is exact differential equation, and the fourth one is first order linear differential equation, and the fifth one is Bernoulli equation, which is nothing but it is some extension of first order linear differential equation. So remaining three methods will be discussed in later classes or next classes, but before going to that methods should be thoroughly made perfect by taking some examples from your books or some questions from your exercise and practice them. And if you have any doubts, you may ask me how we can solve this differential equation by using this variable separable method or homogeneous equation method. Mainly you will face some problems at integration part, because appropriate method or some correct method, if you select a correct method, then only you can conclude the solution. Otherwise you will be face problems at integration and related the question there only. That's why first you take all the integration notes of your lower classes, once again go through the notes and practice that questions integration part, then only you will conclude that solutions easily. So this is the class today we are completed. In next class we will discuss the third method, which is used to solve this first order differential equation. Okay, I will continue in next classes, and I think all of you got this all the points today discussed, and hope you will practice at your home and stay at home with safe. Thank you.